and you can see MetLife Stadium is back. Like the fans are with
See
it.
how loud?
Maybe
But
the other
you
way.
know what? I'm gladly okay with it. And if the Yankees lose, or
You have
don't
to
make
do
the
the
World
same
Series,
thing.
I will
Take
cover
care of the tab or the whole tab.
your whatever. Guess
Here's
what?
more
The Yankees
recently.
will win the World Series in 2022, and they're gonna win the World Series.
You gonna watch it at the Monkey Bar?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. If they do go to the World Series, I'm watching it at the Monkey Bar just to let you know. Monkey Bar, baby. Yankees in 7.
Sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over
now-
Hawaii. It's Hawaii, obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would like wear like McKinnon, and then he would
Are
wear,
better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right. If the Yankees win the World Series, next time we go out to dinner, the whole tab is on me.
Okay. All right.
If the Yankees lose the World Series, the whole tab is on you.
All right. Or they don't make it.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Okay. All right. So you're saying if the Yankees get to the World, saying win the World Series or get to the World Series?
They have to win it.
They have to win it. Dinner's on you.
But if they don't make it or they lose it, it's on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter how many people are there.
Oh, you got it, buddy.
The tab is on
Yeah,
you,
You got it, man.
or the tab is on me.
You got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
All right, baby. We are live on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We got John Giordano and Brandon Schwartz on today's episode. Money, 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 money. Money. All right, Brandon. You remember what happened June 5th, 2022, as I show it on the screen?
You know, it's been a while since we did that thing, but
Yeah, June.
lots have changed since then. The mentality of the Yankee fan has changed. We all thought back then that was the Yankees were playing really well. We all thought they were going to go to the World Series, win it all. We even thought it'd be a Yankees-Mets Subway Series, and
Yeah, I know. We were
we
talking
didn't even-
about that
we
too.
didn't- we didn't even come close to that. But
I know both teams finished with the same result: 0, no ring.
Well, congrats to the Phillies, though. I mean, they deserved it, and the Astros. Congrats to them too. But listen, I like making that bet with you, and I hope we can make more bets like this in the future because it was fun. The
Yeah,
ride
it
was
was
fun.
fun.
The ride was fun. I'm not gonna lie, the ride was fun. But I hope you enjoy EC.
Yeah, oh, I will. Well, thank you, Brandon. I really appreciate it. And like, can you explain something to me?
Yes.
Why do you Yankee fans have this mindset that you think you're better than everyone else?
Should because we have
No, you
27
shouldn't.
rings.
Well, look
You
at the
haven't
rings.
been alive for most of
27
them.
rings more
Stop
than any other
living
team
in the
country.
past.
Brandon, how many
Yeah.
have you been alive
Won
for?
the last 20 years. Stop living in the past.
Brandon, how many have you been alive for?
We-
4?
You know, sports
Stop
is about
living
looking at
in the
rings.
past,
Sports is
Brandon.
about looking at rings.
That's all Yankee
Yes,
fans.
and right now. It counts right now. I don't care what happened 20, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
15 years ago, 30 years ago.
That's
Cue the 27 ring speech, Brandon. Cue it. Let's hear it.
27 rings. It's most by any professional baseball team by a mile. It's when you look at baseball history, don't you look at rings as a leading factor in the success of an organization? I don't know how
Yeah. No, but we count the current ring, like what you won now. Like if you get a ring now, that's what we count. We don't care what you did in the past.
How many have you been alive for, Brandon?
Let's see. I was born in '98, so
Well, that you actually would have some
But
recollection.
you remember. Like the Devils won 3 cups. I just remember 2003.
You probably will only remember one since you were a baby.
All right,
When
Brandon.
they
Let's cue. We're gonna sign Bryce Harper and Manny Machado in 2019. Bryce Harper's in the World Series this year. Let's hear it. What happened to Bryce, Manny?
Oh, yeah. that never happened, man. And listen, there's talk now that there's talks that this new CBA that's coming out with this new CBA, that the Yankees even have a shot to get them in the future. And that's probably not going to happen. I saw some report of that possibly happening in the future. I don't think that's going to happen. No, I think with the way Harper's looking now.
Well, you gotta wait. You gotta wait like 10 more years for that to happen. So
Yeah, it's not.
all right, let's get to the next bullet point. Q. We aren't supposed to lose. We're the Yankees.
Well, we are the Yankees, and they are. They
There
are
he
the
goes.
best. They are the best. We got the best fan base in the world. You got the best, just overall brand in the world. I mean, look, if you compare the Yankees to the Mets, how many? I always thought the Yankees have more fans than the Mets. I never thought the Mets had the bigger fan base in terms of baseball. But I will give you this. To our Met fan, John, that the Met fan overall is smart. They are actually smarter than the Yankee fan itself. The Mets are actually smart in what they do. Like the Yankees, I will give you this. We do like me as an example, and I'll use myself as an example because we're on the show here. We forget about the bad stuff and we only want to focus on the good stuff. We never, and that's, listen, that's what the Yankee fan is. We focus only on the good stuff. When bad stuff happens with the team, we try not to pay attention to it, but that's just who we are. And that's what the Yankee fan represents. And just got to go back next year and give it another round.
All right, and now it's time for your last one. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, go.
Cue the no one is better than us because we are the Yankees.
Well, they are the Yankees. There's no doubt about it.
There he goes.
They are the Yankees. Okay. We got legends. Babe Ruth to Lou Gehrig to a bunch of Mickey Mantle, one of the greatest players of all time.
But what does that have to do with right now?
They made
everyone you just named is dead, Brandon.
Derek Jeter. They made the Yankees the Yankees. Without all those legendary players in the past, they might not have been the Yankees today.
Congratulations.
They might have not been the Yankees today.
All right, so
see, Doug, I could tell you don't appreciate history.
No, I do, but I care about the present day. I care about the present day.
History plays a big part in baseball. If you look at all the professional sports, baseball is the one sport that actually history matters. History matters a lot.
Yeah, but we don't go around bragging to people. Oh, we're not supposed to lose. So when I posted this 14 hours ago, it was good prep for the show, baby. Brandon brought up 27 rings. He talked about Bryce and Manny. Thanks, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon, baby. Good job. So let's get into the World Series. Well, first of all, if you want to give us a call us at 732-806-1911. Tweet us at Real Doug Saravo or follow us on all social media, Saravo Broadcasting. Follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Saravo Broadcasting, The Doug Saravo Show. The Doug Saravo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Let's start with this, baby. Bryce Harper. You could tell this guy loves Philly. You could tell the guy wants a ring. You could tell. And if anyone want to join and say what you got to say, go ahead.
That home run last night in the 8th inning was probably the biggest home run in Philly history in the last, what would you say, probably for a while. That was the biggest home run
10
in Philly
years.
history. Yeah, that home run meant
Yeah.
a lot to the Philly organization. Just that was an icing on the cake for the season. Like that was the icing on the cake for the season because what that home run got the organization going. It got the organization feeling like, oh, hey, we are back. The Phillies are back, and they are the Phillies again from
Mm-hmm.
the era.
They brought in a lot of big guys too.
They are run by a great. I love Rob Thompson. I think Rob Thompson is a great guy to have as your coach. I loved him when he was with the Yankees. I thought we stood. It's funny. I would when you follow baseball, you don't always obsess about the third base coach, and the first base coach. But I was always watching. Me and my dad were always watching the Yankee games, and we're like, "Hey, Rob Thompson, I love that guy." There's something about Rob Thompson that I like.
Yeah.
It's just a chill. If you listen to him in interviews, he's a nice guy. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. But I think that team is good. I think that team, in the World Series now. I mean, now they just got to win the World Series. But hey, I think they got to.
They have to win. They have to win at least one in Houston.
And let's be honest, the Astros haven't been great. They luckily had one. I mean, I don't know how the hell they won 4 games against the Yankees, but but
I don't know how they beat Seattle. Seattle could have won that series.
If it wasn't for Alvarez in those first game or two,
I'm surprised they beat up on Seattle the way they did.
Yeah, and Seattle gave them a fight, but Seattle's got a good future ahead of them, and I think you guys gave them good luck when you went to Seattle. You gave them some love and passion, and that's why they got to us and were really good. But
That was a great trip, Doug.
Yeah, you guys gave them your good luck charm.
What?
You guys gave them good luck when you went to Seattle for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, that's right. They went on a run. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I remember they went on a run. They played phenomenal.
They did play phenomenal, and Julio, man, some player. I think after the home run derby, though, I think he just got even more popular because when that performance he put out in the home run derby got people to even watch him more.
He's definitely rookie of the year.
Oh yeah.
Well, you missed Judge's home run, Brandon.
Oh God.
Number 60.
Guess what? We missed Judge's home run.
Key to the 27 rings, Brandon.
Yeah.
We might have missed the home run, but we still got 27 rings.
I love Judge, but he looked awful in the Astros series. He looked awful.
Every Yankee did.
Yep. I think they won 1 for 16.
The only one that looked good, and this guy didn't even play most of the season with the Yankees. Bader.
Oh, Harrison Bader?
Bader was the heart. Without him, I don't know if the Yankees would have scored any runs.
Yeah. Last night they did good.
Who?
Last night the team scored.
Well, last night, but guess what? We didn't win, so it doesn't even matter.
Andrew's. I think we got a call. We have Andrew from Monroe on the line. Andrew?
Hi, how you guys doing today?
Thanks for calling up. What's on your mind?
I just want to know, what are your impressions about last night's games when the Jets and Giants had won last night? What was your impressions about that?
We're going to get back to you, but we have someone, I believe, also on the line. Hold on. We have Dan from Jackson on the line. Dan?
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for calling. What's on your mind?
Just a wild weekend that we had in sports. I'm a big Phillies and Giants fan, and it was quite the weekend for both of those teams. Starting with Saturday night of what I thought was going to be a rough outing for them, down 4-0 the Phillies, and then coming back, transitioning into Sunday, having to come back in that 8th inning yesterday. It was just a wild weekend of ups and downs and emotions.
I could imagine.
What was your thoughts on those games?
Well, Philly's on a hot streak. The way they've been pitching, the way they've been hitting. You got Bryce Harper performing well, like he really wants his ring because he's missed the playoffs with the Nationals, couldn't win a series, and here he is, goes on a great run with Philly. Hopefully he gets his ring. But I think their big addition was Kyle Schwarber. I don't think they are where they are today without Kyle. As a Phillies fan, do you believe Kyle Schwarber was a huge difference for you?
Yes, I think that they would still be in a good spot without him. However, looking at the depth chart, I don't think Matt Vierland would give him anywhere near the production that Schwarber has. I mean, Vierland is great on the bases. He's a good outfielder, but he definitely has nowhere near the bat that Schwarber does. I mean, he's hit some big home runs in this postseason. I think it's dating back to Game 1 when Schwarber hit that solo home run. I think it's still on its way landing. But you're not going to get that out of Vierling. You're not going to get any of those other big home runs. The one I believe it was Saturday night he hit one. But no, he's definitely been a big addition. And I just hope the bullpen could hold up in the World Series because Houston has a lot of bats, and we could only hope that these, Alvarado, Eiflin, Dominguez, if they can hold up and pitch to those bats, I think they got a shot.
You put any money on the line, or?
My finances are my own. But I might contemplate it. You never know. Maybe a little parlay with the Giants winning the Super Bowl and Phillies winning the World Series. Maybe even throw the Devils in the mix.
Yeah, let's get the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I'd love to see the odds on those three.
Yeah, well, are you a long-time listener?
I'm a big fan of the show. Long-time listener, but a first-time caller today.
All right, we appreciate that. Call up more often. We have our odds for the Stanley Cup within the future. Appreciate it, Dan.
All right. Thanks so much for having me, Doug.
All right, thanks for the call.
All right.
Bye-bye. Andrew from Monroe on the line?
Yes, I am.
All right, what your question was about the Giants and the Jets?
Your impressions about last night's win.
I think the Giants are proving a lot of people wrong. They are 6-1, and the Jets are 5-2. So I think this New York football is back. We were looking at years and years of the New York football being, as John says, John, what do you call it?
That's in Factory of Sadness?
The Factory of Sadness at MetLife Stadium. Now we're basically running the NFL. So I would say these two teams have the right step moving forward with Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Breece Hall, Zach Wilson. So I think these teams they're on the rise.
Yes,
I believe Hall is actually out for the year,
the
Doug.
New York Jets and Giants as well as the Buffalo Bills. It's like seeing a three-headed dragon to me.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I never seen all three teams doing really well in the NFL. I mean, I always see the Jets always lagging behind. Same thing with the Giants. Not as bad as the Jets, but still. And then you see these teams in other states where they're just doing so well, and then they make it to the playoffs and then to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for your call, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Breece Hall is out for the year, Doug.
Deal.
He's out for the year?
Yep, torn ACL.
That sucks for the Jets.
Yep.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Strava Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. I do believe Dougie and Espo will be back this Wednesday. I believe it may be 2:30, 3 o'clock show. So stay tuned for that. We have much more to get to, but we're going to take a quick commercial break right after this. And then when we come back, let's discuss the New York Giants and the New York Jets, because New York football, it's back, baby. We'll be right back.
He never got me my drink.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let in the bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. Don't sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stuffs Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We got John Giordano and Brandon Schwartz on the Doug Saravo Show. Today is October 24th, 2022. So let's talk New York football. How about them New York Giants, baby? This team, they're playing so good right now. 6-1. It's the Brian Dable effect. I ain't gonna be one of those people that gives up on Danny Dimes. I think he's our quarterback in the long run. Because if you think about it, guys, how many people were talking about Eli Manning? Oh, we gotta fire Eli. No, we gotta get rid of Eli. Oh, we gotta fire Tom Coughlin. Strahan has to call it quits. And then the following year, they go out and win the Super Bowl. So my question for you guys is, Daniel Jones our guy? Is he going to be the starting quarterback? Is he the franchise quarterback for this New York Football Giants organization?
Hard to say. I think he will be, but he's got to prove he can win more games. If he could win the next 3 games against the Seahawks, Texans, and Lions, I think he will be I think he will definitely be back next year because he's gotten off to a great start. But I still need to see a little more from him. I still need to see a few more wins, and then we'll be good. But he has definitely done a good job.
That was an error, Brandon. Just talk. Go ahead.
He's definitely done a good job with the running game. He's got good legs, but he's got to time to tell, basically. He's still got to fix some mistakes, but you know what? He's done a good job. He can't say anything bad about him because he's done a good job. He's done good with Barkley. He's done good with the offensive line. So yeah, still, if you could win a few more games, that'd be great. If the Giants win 10 games, I think he will definitely be back next year for sure. At least. If they win 9, even, I think he'll be back.
Oh yeah, because if you look at Eli, what was it? His record was what, 500 career record, and how many times did he make the playoffs in his career? Realistically, his record is like 175 and 175. He made the playoffs 2008, 2007, 2008. 2011, 15.
He made it a few years before the Super Bowl. I know that.
Yeah, so it's not like Eli Manning was perfect and he was this great quarterback, because a lot of people are going to say he's average. A lot of people are going to say he's not a Hall of Famer. So it's not like it's not like it's going from Peyton Manning to Tom Brady. No. You're going from Eli Manning to Daniel Jones, kind of the same type of quarterback. Daniel Jones runs the ball, which is what we need in the NFL these days.
Exactly.
So it's a running quarterback game, a mobile quarterback. So it's not like he's awful. Yeah, first few years he's bad, but if he's
Doug, I just found that he made it to the playoffs 6 times.
Yeah, so what are we complaining about?
Well, considering the fact that Eli only played more than 1 game twice out of those 6 years.
Yeah, so I understand that Eli was healthy. I understand all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's the same type of quarterback.
The key is keep him healthy all year, I think.
Yeah, but it's the same type of quarterback. It's not like we went from Eli to Tom. No, we went from Eli to Daniel Jones. I understand.
But really, the problem is health, Doug.
Yeah, it's about the health. And same thing with Barkley. It's about his health. Do you want to pay Barkley $20, $25 million a year? Look at the new deal for Aaron Rodgers. They're 3-4. Who knows if he's going to finish out this contract?
Yep. He
But
looked terrible so far.
Yeah, I could go on a rant about Aaron Rodgers. How I think see, the thing about Aaron Rodgers is he thinks his shit don't stink. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. Meanwhile, he has one Super Bowl. He hasn't really done anything, and they're sitting with they're sitting at 3-4. And he makes like smart ass remarks like, "Oh, I went from another Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer." Maybe it was the receivers that made Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is all that. I really don't.
He's not. I think he's a little overrated when it comes to.
I agree with you. I think Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He's a guy that thinks Aaron Rodgers thinks he's the hottest thing in the world. Aaron Rodgers thinks his shit don't sink. It's just speaking the truth.
And I know we're Giant fans here, but you know what? If your shit don't stink, you should have went out and beat the Giants and Jets in those 2 games this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think your shit don't stink, you should have went out and beat the Giants and the Jets in those 2 games.
And beat us in the playoffs. You go 15-1 MVP season, and you know what? Guess who knocked him out? The New York Football Giants.
That's right.
And don't forget they lost to the Commanders yesterday.
Yeah. So here is Aaron Rodgers. I'm this big hot shot. Shit don't stink. Meanwhile, his team is 3-4, and the Minnesota Vikings are probably going to run away with that division. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We got John Giordano and Brandon Schwartz. And you can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. We have much more to get to. We are going to start with Lepore Betting, and we're going to take a quick commercial break right after these words from Season 6, The Doug Saravo Show.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
Sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over
now-
Hawaii. It's Hawaii. Obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would like wear like McKinnon, and then he would
Are
wear
better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave. MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse racing.
My lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on.
Yeah.
That is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stutz Betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Saravo Broadcasting, The Doug Saravo Show. Call us at 732-806-1911. Tweet us at Real Doug Saravo or follow us on all social media, Saravo Broadcasting. If you have any questions, you could tweet us, text us, whatever it may be. We got John Giordano and Brandon Schwartz on the Doug Saravo Show. Today is Monday, October 24th, 2022. We now have Lepore Betting, which is sponsored by the JMB Podcast. So let's do our picks. We're going to start with the Denver Broncos versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's going to be in the order of John and Brandon. So John, start off, and then Brandon, you can continue it.
I think I'm going to go with Jacksonville on this one after they barely lost to the Giants yesterday.
Yeah, that was a close game, if you ask me.
Yep.
All right, we got the Patriots and the Jets. Brandon, who do you got winning this game?
By the way the Jets are playing, I'm going to go with the Jets.
Who would have thought, man?
Yeah, no one.
I'm actually going to be there on Sunday.
Kyle is going, I think. All right, so I'm going to go with the Titans and the Texans. I think this game could go either way. Both teams are inconsistent, but because the Texans are home, I am going with Houston to win this game. So I got Houston. John, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, who are on a run right now, against the struggling Cleveland Browns. I guess Baker Mayfield is not their problem.
Gotta go Cincy.
Joey Burrow time.
Yep.
So we're going to go to the NFC before we get to the AFC versus the NFC. Brandon, Cowboys versus Chicago.
I'm going to go... I want to see Chicago win. I think I'm going to go Chicago.
Well, we need them to win for our division.
Yep.
We got the Arizona Cardinals versus the Minnesota Vikings. This is another huge game for the Vikings if they want to win that division. I am going with the Minnesota Vikings. There's a lot of problems right now in Arizona. Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, lots of problems. John, you got the Carolina Panthers. Can they win 2 in a row against the Atlanta Falcons?
I think it will be Carolina in this one after they stunned Brady yesterday.
Yeah, and I wanted to put down money on the Panthers when I was at work yesterday, but I didn't think they were going to win. I could have. I think the odds were like plus 500 for the money line. Giants and the Seahawks. Brandon.
The Giants.
I feel like this could be a tough game, but I could see us coming out on top.
Yeah.
We got the Niners versus the Rams, a rematch of the NFC Championship game. I have to go with the Rams. I do not trust San Francisco. I really don't. Honestly, I don't. I think they're an inconsistent football team. They struggled earlier in the year, so it's hard. We got the Baltimore Ravens against the struggling Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm going to go with Baltimore there.
Damn. Who would have thought Carolina could be sitting in first place, 3-5? But that helps us if we want to go on a playoff run that will be playing the 4th-seeded NFC South unless somehow we win the division. Brandon, Raiders and the Saints.
I could see the Raiders winning this one.
Eagles Steelers. I think the Eagles win this game, but I would not be surprised if Pittsburgh somehow bounces back and they win this game. You know, they always win surprising games. So honestly, I see Pittsburgh winning this game. I see the Giants taking over first place in the NFC. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, listen.
Who would have thought that?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's go to the Miami Dolphins. We got a shout out to Nicole and Dave, Go Sports, for the Miami Dolphins Detroit Lion game. John, who do we got winning this game?
With Tua back in the fold, I'm going to go with Miami.
Shout out to Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. Washington versus Indy. Brandon?
I mean, Washington has had a rough season overall.
What else is new?
So I think I can see the Colts winning this one.
And then the Green Bay Packers versus Buffalo. I see Buffalo winning this game. And you know what's funny, Brandon? What have you been telling us all year long in group chats on the first show of the season? What have you been telling us?
I don't remember. What did I say?
Oh, you clearly do.
I don't remember. What did I say?
It involves it. It involves this team, the Giants.
Oh, that the Giants were going to win the division this year.
Yeah, but what else have you said? It involves Buffalo. You've been saying it could be a Buffalo.
Giants Buffalo Super Bowl.
Imagine.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you've been saying.
You said that on our show too, Brandon.
It could happen. You never know.
Imagine a rematch of, I think it was,
1990? Something like that? Super Bowl 25, right?
Yeah, well, it was in the 90s.
I'm going to look it up, Doug. I believe it was 25, the Giants and Bills.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a 1990-1991 season.
Yeah.
Too bad we weren't alive for that.
Well, I was alive for two of them.
Your dad probably remembers this game, Brandon.
Oh,
yeah, but guess what? We fucking misjudged his home run.
Yeah. I mean, those were the good days of the. I mean, the Bills are good now, but you know what? Those were. The Bills.
Fourth straight Super Bowls and didn't win one of them.
They didn't win one of them, but Marv Levy was one of the best coaches of all time with the Bills. That was a good team, though. I mean, obviously, we weren't. I mean, Doug was around, but not you and I don't think.
You were at the tail end of that, right, Doug?
I was born in 94.
Right. I was born in 98. John, you were born in what, 96?
Yep.
All right, so guys, let's do a playoff. Well, let's do the playoffs as of today too. Jets Titans.
Wait, what is this? This is
playoffs as of today. So I want Brandon to do the AFC, John to do the NFC. So Brandon, who do you have winning if it was the Jets and the Titans in the wild card round?
You know, I've given up hope on the Titans a little bit. I could see the Jets winning this one if there was a game today like that for the playoffs.
Buffalo versus Baltimore.
Buffalo versus Baltimore?
That's Cincinnati, Doug.
Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati versus Baltimore.
Yeah. I could see. That's actually that would be a good game. I would have to say the Ravens. I would have to go with the Ravens on that one.
Miami, Kansas City.
Well, although Miami, if they have two healthy, they could be dangerous. I think I still have to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, me too. All right, John. Eagles, Panthers.
Gotta go with the Eagles. They've been playing well, and I think the Panthers are a fluke right now after that game.
Cowboys, Rams.
They played a few good games against each other. I'm gonna go Rams.
Vikings, Seahawks.
Gonna think Kirk Cousins is gonna come up clutch and win that one.
All right, let's go to the second round. You got Baltimore versus Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Buffalo and the Jets.
I'm going Buffalo.
All right, John, NFC. Giants, Eagles.
Hate to say it, but gotta go Eagles in this one. They always beat the Giants, especially at MetLife.
Vikings, Rams.
Gonna go with the Vikings in that one.
All right, conference championship again. Buffalo, Kansas City.
I go with the Bills on top in this one.
Eagles, Vikings, John.
I gotta go with the Eagles.
So we're saying, based on the poor betting, is that this year's Super Bowl will be the Buffalo Bills versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
And who do we have winning?
I think Eagles.
All right, so that's...
Well, we know who Brandon wants to win.
What?
That's what our bracket... That's what the bracket looks like if everything goes our way.
That could very well actually happen.
It could happen, but listen, in this day and age in the NFL, anything could happen. You know, any wild, wacky outcomes could happen. So,
yeah, like Dougie getting a free Atlantic City dinner.
Please, I beg you, don't order the $200 lobster.
Well,
I think you can't do it, right, Doug?
What did it say? The whole tab.
I said whole tab, but you know, if it was me who was getting the free meal, I would say I don't want to run up the bill too much, you know. But no one does. No one does. He'll order the $150 lobster.
Yeah. Well, Frank,
No,
don't worry.
I'll
You want
probably
me
get like
to?
a salmon.
I won't buy a steak.
That's fine.
A few Malibus.
Yeah, you can get whatever you want. Just I don't want my bill to be $1,000, Doug.
No, it won't. I'm not Tony.
Get him like a nice steak too, Doug.
I'm not Tony. Don't forget that.
Well, if we go to Atlantic City, I'm sure Tony will come. So
yeah. Well, like
then
I
you
said,
have to pay for him too.
But since you and I made the bet, I'm only paying for your tab.
Oh yeah, that's it. No one else. Just me.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you'll have to pay for Tony anyway.
Oh, and also, I think we made this as part of the bet too. You also get to pick where we eat, where we go.
Oh, nice.
I think that was part of it.
Yeah, I think either a nice place or the hotel. But you shouldn't have to pay for the hotel. That's
right. We could save that for another bet.
Yeah, we can.
If we make another bet, like if the Knicks win the championship this year, which is not going to happen. But listen, hey, you never know. The Knicks look pretty good this season.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it's only 3 games, but
only 3 games, but we'll see what happens. But I like these bets we do. They're kind of, you know what? I had my head up the whole. I was like, from the day we made that bet, I was like, hey, the Yankees got to win the World Series, or I owe Doug a free meal in Atlantic City.
All right, Brandon.
I had a good time with the bet. It was a good ride, though. It was a good ride.
All right, so for one last time, Brandon, before we go.
Yes.
Cue the "We still have 27 ring" speech.
We still have 27 rings. When we judge a baseball team, we judge it by their championships, how many rings they have.
All right. Cue the "We will sign Bryson Manning in 2019."
We're going to sign Bryson Manning in 2019, and we're going to be a powerhouse in the AL East.
In 2020.
2020. Oh, should I do? Wait, you want me to do the 2021?
Well, do 2020. What free agent are you going to sign?
Wait, who?
Name a top free agent from 2020.
Oh, I don't remember who was a free agent in 2020.
Oh wait, hold on. You're gonna get Freddie Freeman.
2020. Right. We signed Garrett Cole.
All right. Cue the "We aren't supposed to lose because we are the Yankees."
We are because we are the Yankees, and we have some of the best history in baseball, from Babe Ruth to Lou Gehrig to Mickey Mantle to Derek Jeter to.
All right, stop living in the past. And
this
is my
baseball is about history. History is baseball. That's what it is.
All right, and finally, cue the "No one is better than us because we are the Yankees."
No one is better than us because we are the Yankees. We got the best fans in the world. We always get the best players in the world. We always. Well, okay, so I don't mean to go off. I'm not trying to change things. But you know what? The one thing, and I don't know if the one thing that the Mets have better than the Yankees is the food at Citi Field is better.
Yeah.
Than Yankee Stadium. I'll give you that, John and Doug. Because Doug's a partial Met fan.
Yeah, partial.
Yeah.
I'm repping
I will give you that. that Citi Field has a better cuisine options than Yankee Stadium. I'll give you that.
All right.
Yep.
But
I agree, Brandon.
You got to get to Tampa this year, next season for a
Yeah,
baseball.
we will. Well, Brandon, congratulations. You've officially been eliminated.
I'm
And you owe both of us dinner?
I may have a broom somewhere.
It's funny. I have somebody texting me this morning. I wake up and I see somebody texting me a picture of a broom.
Well, don't forget, you still have. Oh. Here we go. Thank you to our wonderful producer. Let's sweep up, baby. How about that, Brandon? Sweep. Sweep.
I want to cry so bad.
Well, don't worry, Brandon. You have all your favorite talking points. We still have 27 rings. We will sign Bryson Manny. We aren't supposed to lose because we're the Yankees, and no one is better than us because we are the Yankees. Congratulations, Swartzy.
Yes.
Good job, Tony White.
Yes. But like I said, when we go to Atlantic City, you pick the restaurant and you order a nice meal and a
Malibu. All right, we will end on that point. The Doug Saravo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting.
Oh, and John, I owe you a meal too.
Yeah, you do.
I owe a lot of people meals. I owe you a meal, I owe Maxwell a meal, and I owe Doug a meal.
You probably owe Tony a meal too.
I better start saving up some money.
Money. All right, this has been the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming on, guys, as always.
It was fun, Doug.
Thank you,
Take
Doug.
care, guys.
All right.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu and the diner. These leaders of these countries.